It absolutely is. Creativity is an addiction. You have to have it. You don't have to be doing it all the time because you're taking it from other people. You're borrowing it from everybody else so that you can have a much better life. You are addicted to creativity. It's just human nature. Understand it and grow with it. Unplugged, because we will always say yes to creativity. Totally Uncut, because we all make mistakes. So turn it into a tool. This is Arroe Unplugged. What are your guilty pleasures in the morning? I have to have a strong cup of coffee. I use a coffee press. I mean, it's got to be like, oh yeah, filled with flavor. But I don't spoil it by putting other things in there, such as cream or anything like that. No, I don't do it. But what are your other guilty pleasures? Like, I have to take a walk in the morning through the forest. That is one of those things that my mind, body, and soul requires. And I've often wondered, what are other people doing when they're trying to wake up, when they are inviting this world outside these windows and doors into their place of, well, here I am. I guess I showed up. I'm lucky enough to be here. And I do hear that a lot when I say, how you doing? Hey, I woke up this morning. I guess it's going to be a great day. People are really grateful. And I've heard a lot of that since the COVID lockdown, because people really are grateful that, that one kind of passed me by. What's next? Well, sometimes you just don't want to know what's next. It's just not part of our DNA. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because we're always seeking what is next. But then we'll turn around and tell people, I don't like change. I don't like challenges. But we're always wanting the next. Hey, it's Arroe. This is The Choice. This is what I was writing while the sun was waking up on a brilliant new day. Today, we're reading from March 10th. 2023, waking up to a dark, gloomy, rainy day. Now, somebody in Seattle or even San Francisco might be able to relate with this, because it seems like the weather that we have in the Carolinas this time of year is pretty much the same old thing over and over again. Dark, gloomy, rainy. This isn't the way that you want to feel on the inside of your soul, though. It gets old when Mother Nature's presentation isn't easily erased. I can take a bad mood and walk away from it. But when you stare out these studio windows at this forest that's going, I love this rain. Thank you so much. Glory to God. Oh my God, look at this. This is a beautiful day. But the human being is going, how am I going to break free of this? But spring is spring. You'd think we'd get used to this, right? Not when this generation has been trained to expect victory every day. I mean, we constantly demand nearly next to perfection. There are too many secondhand stores and thrift shops to say that, hey, we want the almighty best. No, we don't. No, we don't. How many people do you know that go to flea markets or go to garage sales? We don't want the best. We just want to have our hands on something. My neighbor has one of those robot lawnmowers. I said, did you buy it brand new? Oh, no. It was cheaper buying it used. Really, a pre-owned robot lawnmower. The dude is having serious amounts of problems. Now, can he return it? I don't think he can do that because he bought it secondhand. See, we are far from being the perfected generation, yet we want it every day. When we can't find it, then we feel like that we have thick clouds in our heart and there's drizzling in our eyes and soul. And we allow it to poison everything that life requires. Now, here's what the experts say. When we're on a day like this where Mother Nature has taken full control, the first thing that you need to do is surround yourself with light. I'm going, ta-da, I do. You should see the studio. It is so lit up. When I wake up in the morning, the whole house is lit up with light because I don't agree with darkness. It plays wild-ass games on my mind, body, and soul. But you're supposed to surround yourself with light. Don't stop moving. In other words, don't get all frumpy, sit on the sofa and do some binge watching. You've got to be moving. Go take a walk in the rain. Go listen to what the owls in the trees are speaking of when the rain is coming down. Or go into the kitchen and cook something. Find gratitude and be aware of its purpose. That's how you make your way through a rainy day. Easier said than done, right? Well, we're the spoiled generation. We need things to be at its absolute best or we're gone. But you need to tell yourself that is not true. I've been to Goodwill. I buy the clothing at Goodwill. I have purchased many things at Goodwill. That's not the best. That is a hand-me-down. I'm the middle child of a family of 8. I got a ton of hand-me-downs. I don't have to have the best. And as I'm saying that, I'm looking at this recording equipment inside this studio. There are 2 CD burners in here that in the 1990s I had to have. I wanted to have my own CD burners so I could burn my own CDs like I used to do with cassette tapes and even 8-track tapes because I had an 8-track recorder. I wanted the best. Well, the best is sitting right here, and it's never used. All of my DJ equipment, dating all the way back to 1992, beautiful, pristine condition. I don't use it anymore because modern day technology has allowed me to use better equipment because we're always seeking perfection. But where do we go to buy that perfection in the self that we are? You can't buy it. You can't buy it. Once again, the experts say surround yourself with light. Don't stop moving. Cook something in the kitchen. Find gratitude. Be aware of the purpose. Find out where you are mentally, accept it, and then grow beyond it. Easier said than done. We talked about that. What do I do at the essential job when I'm surrounded with people who are always negative? You put yourself in a place of peace. Now, here is my biggest problem when I do that. When I step into these moments of peace, when I am surrounded by all of these people at the essential job, I tune out the world, and that is my weakness. That is that one thing that I need to work on. And people will say things to me while I'm in my moment of peace, my moment of solitude and or meditation, and they have to say something. It takes me a couple of seconds to come back to the real world, and I don't know how they're taking that. Do I really need to know how they're taking that? Is that a judgment call on their behalf? I can't be the only one that goes through this because I am not as unique as the snowflakes God says that we are. When we disappear from the presence of right now because we're trying to find that inner peace, where do you go? Are you seeking perfection? Or are you just trying to move beyond the moment? That's not a question for me to answer. I'm only presenting that to you so that you can become aware of where you stand with your moods. Light it up. Get moving. Go cook something. Go create something. Be aware of where you are and find your purpose. No, it's not going to be an easy journey, but it's going to be one that you're going to find respect in when you locate it. And when you locate it, you're going to know it. And you're going to leave a lot of breadcrumbs behind you so that you can easily get back. I'm Arroe, and that's what I was writing while the sun was waking up on a brilliant new day.